Hello friends, and welcome to your 20-minute yoga workout for upper body strength. Today's practice is all about strengthening the shoulders, the arms, the wrists, and the core. So we're going to be moving through a lot of planks, chaturangas, and other strength building asanas that will target the entire upper body. We're going to start with a brief warm-up, gradually build up the intensity, and then end with a really good stretch. Now this is a more intense and powerful practice, so feel free to take a break when you need it or modify to your level. Over time, as you build that foundational strength, this practice will start to get easier for you. So just do the best that you can, listen to your body, and breathe through it. With all of that said, go ahead, grab your mat, grab you some water, and we'll begin. All right, my friends, let's begin today seated at the back of the mat with your knees and your feet together. And let's take a big breath in, reaching both arms up to the sky. And exhale, releasing forward into child's pose. Forehead comes down onto the mat. And just begin to rock your shoulders from side to side. A nice, gentle movement for the body, waking up the shoulders. And then gently come back to center and just take a moment to connect with your breath. Inhaling deeply through the nose and exhaling gently out. On your next inhale, lift yourself up into your all-fours position. Shoulders in line with the wrists, hips are stacked above the knees. And then taking our cat-cow. So as you inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round the spine, draw the chin to your chest. Inhale, open the chest, lift the gaze. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale to open. Exhale, round. One more time. Inhale. And exhale, round. Come back to a neutral spine. Go ahead and flip the palms so that the fingertips are facing towards the back of the mat. And then moving through a few more rounds of cats and cows here. Getting a gentle stretch through the wrists and the forearms. Continuing to move with the breath. And then come back to a neutral spine. Gently walk the hands so that your fingertips face forward. On an inhale, extend the right leg behind you. Engage your core. And then reach your left arm forward. Coming into our bird dog pose. So your hips are square, your shoulders are square. Pull the navel into your spine and use your core to keep you balanced. Doing your best to keep your body still. Keep holding, keep breathing. And then release the left hand back down. Now from this position, go ahead and take 2 push-ups. So bending the elbows to lower the chest down and lifting back up. Bend the elbows and lift back up. Good. Release the right knee back down. And then we'll take it to the other side. Inhale, lift and extend the left leg back. Keep the hips square. Engage your core, right arm reaches forward. So we're creating a straight line from the toes all the way up to the fingertips. Finding stability and stillness as we hold this posture. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, release the right hand down and take 2 push-ups, lowering the chest down and lifting back up. Good. Now release the left knee back down and then sit back into child's pose. Take a moment to stretch out the shoulders. Breathing here. And then on your next inhale, transition your weight forward, coming through into your upward facing dog. Dropping the hips down, your thighs are lifted off of the mat. And all you're going to do from here is bend your knees and sit right back into child's pose. So a couple more times just like this. Inhale, roll forward into upward facing dog. Exhale, bend the knees and push back into child's pose. Inhale, warming up the shoulders and the spine. Exhale, push it back. Good. Now inhale, come through into upward facing dog. And then exhale, press into the hands and lift the hips up into downward facing dog. Hold it here and breathe. And feel free to add a little movement here if that feels good. Bending one knee at a time. Shifting the hips from side to side. Just easing ourselves into this posture. And then on your next inhale, lift the heels, come forward into plank. Exhale, push back into downward facing dog. And again, inhale, come forward into plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, come through into plank. Exhale, this time take your Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, now reach your right leg up to the sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, shift forward, hug the right knee into the chest, and we'll hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend the leg back into plank or one-legged plank. Go ahead and take a push-up and then take your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Continuing to move here, so as you inhale, come forward into plank. Exhale, shift your weight into your left hand and open up into your side plank. Right arm reaches up. Right foot stacks over your left. Breathing here. And then come back to plank. Take your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Continuing on the other side. Inhale, left leg lifts for 3-legged dog. Exhale, come forward, hug the left knee into the chest. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend into plank or one-legged plank. Take a push-up and then chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward into plank. Exhale, side plank on the other side. Shift your weight into your right hand. Left arm reaches up. Stack your feet, stack your legs. Take one more breath. And then come back to plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment to catch your breath. Stretch out those shoulders, finding your center and your grounding. And then we'll repeat that once more on each side. So once you're ready, inhale, reach your right leg back up for three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee comes into the chest and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend into plank. Take your push-up and then chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward into plank. Exhale, open up into your side plank on the left. Shift your way into your left hand, right arm reaches up. Hold it here. Keep lifting the hips up. And then plant the right hand down, come back to plank. Take your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And let's take it to the other side. Inhale, reach your left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee comes into the chest. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend into your plank. Take a push-up. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come back to plank. Exhale, side plank on the right. Lift the left arm up. Engage those obliques. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release the left hand back down, come back to plank. Take your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment and find your breath. Breathing deeply here. And then once you're ready, lift your heels, lower the knees down onto the mat, and sit back into child's pose, resting your forehead down. Both arms are reaching towards the top of the mat. Go ahead and close your eyes at this time. Come back to your body. Come back to your breath. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, come back into your all fours position. Keep the hips lifted and start to walk your hands towards the top of the mat to come into puppy pose. So keep your hips stacked above the knees and then just allow your chest to sink down. Opening up through the upper back. Feeling a deep stretch in the shoulders and the chest. Stay with your breath here. And then we'll thread the needle, keeping the right arm extended. Go ahead and thread the left arm underneath you, placing your left shoulder and left ear onto the mat. Feeling a stretch in the back of the left shoulder. Breathe. And then gently come back to center, extending the left arm in front, and then switching sides. Right arm threads underneath you. Right shoulder and right ear come down onto the mat. Doing your best to stack your shoulders here. Getting a nice stretch on the other side now. Take 2 more breaths. And gently come back to center, releasing back into our puppy pose. So seeing if you can release a little bit deeper this time. Allowing your chest to sink closer towards the floor. And then we'll lift the chest back up, walking the hands back to your all fours position. From here, lift yourself up onto your knees, bringing your thighs perpendicular to the mat. Preparing for our camel pose, so option 1 is to place your hands onto your lower back. Second option is to reach your hands all the way down for your heels. So you can also try tucking the toes and then reaching for the heels that way. So once you've found a comfortable position, go ahead and push the hips forward as you drop the head back. A wonderful stretch for the abdominals and the shoulders. And then just find your breath. Opening your heart up towards the sky. If you're feeling any restriction in the low back, just stay in that first variation. Breathing here. Beautiful. Now let's release, first by placing the hands back over to your low back. Tuck your chin into your chest. And then slowly lift yourself back up. Inhale, reach both arms up to the sky. Exhale, sit the hips down and release forward into child's pose. Rounding out the back now. Feeling that gentle release through the spine, through the shoulders. And then if you'd like, you can place the arms alongside your body with the palms face up. Feeling a deeper release through the upper back, mid back, and lower back. And go ahead and close your eyes. And let's finish off our practice with a few deep breaths. Inhaling deeply and exhaling out, stimulating the parasympathetic nervous system, signaling your body it's time to slow down and let go. Beautiful. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, slowly roll yourself back up, one vertebra at a time. Feeling a stretch in the upper back. And then once you've made it there, take another inhale, reaching both arms up towards the sky. And exhale, bring your hands over towards your heart. Taking this opportunity to bow down to yourself, expressing gratitude for your body, for carrying you through such a strong and powerful practice. Thank you so much for joining me. May you stay well and always continue to shine.